Hello everyone and welcome to our homework discussion for the week starting the 15th of November. I'm Lisa from Shadytreezstitchers and Paddocklanedesigns, and with me tonight we have got Laura from the Slovak farm, and we also have Aeryn, who's one of the Virtual Stitchers friends. So thank them very much for joining us. Sammy's unfortunately still very busy at the moment, so couldn't be with us tonight. All right, we're going to talk about the weekly homework for this week. It's not as busy as usual, and we're only going to touch on probably three main groups. So School of Magical Stitches and Literature, the Cross-Stitched Journal and Daily 30, and then the Semisane events. So we'll kick it off as usual with the School of Magical Stitches. And the first one for this week is that there is an all-girls mission happening in the book. We have to stitch on a whip that has a girl prominent in the design. What you got with a girl, Laura?
Oh, well, I have a ton of pretty ladies because that's my obsession. So I have Lady of the Flag, I have Raven Queen, I have Shannon Christine's Belle, I have my big full coverage Tilton Crafts with from Lord of the Rings that has R1 on it. I might have a problem with pretty ladies.
You might have a problem.
You could say that. I don't think so, but I don't think it's a problem. But
you're going to have a problem picking which one to work on. Maybe wait and see what you can double dip.
Yeah.
What about you, Aeryn?
I think I'm going to work on Chasing Butterflies because it's by Jonathan Earl Bowser from Haid, and yes, because I think I can double dip it.
And it's got a beautiful lady in a big dress. Well, I am still focusing on my scavenger hunt pieces where possible this week. And so my Alice by Mirabilia is definitely a pretty girl, and that would be good to work on her. Second done, girls have to trek through the jungle to reach the house. Stitch on something you would find in the jungle.
Do I have anything with trees? I have Scenic Farm has trees. Trees are in a jungle.
Yes, there are trees in a jungle.
Cardinal Points has plants on it. I don't know that they're jungle plants, but you'll still find plants in a jungle. Flowers and stuff.
All right. Have you got anything jungle specific?
I do, actually, bizarrely enough. So I have the kitten reflected with a tiger. So you find tigers in the jungle.
You definitely do. Definitely. Well, you're thinking similar to me, but I'm just trying to find my picture. I bet you can. I can't find it. Why is it not showing?
What Lisa's gonna pick?
What is Lisa gonna pick? I'm actually scrolling past some others going, oh, I could use that. I could use that. But I don't think it's on here. Oh my goodness. How can it not be on my whip list for next year? I'm going through just for people who want to know. I'm scrolling through my No New Starts 2021 file because that theoretically should have had all my whips on it by now because I thought I had it finished.
How does that not have it on there?
I don't know how it does not have it on here. So that's okay. I'm just going up the top because there it does have it. I just missed it. That's all right. I was going to say, not like me to miss it. So you're going to be so surprised. Are you surprised that I will work on my amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf by Haid?
So surprised.
Particularly because of this area here is the jungle. So yeah, that will be my jungle. All right. Task 3, they have to zip line down the mountains to get away from attackers. Stitch on a whip that has something you could use it to zip line. And she's even been nice and given us, could explain what, but she's given examples: trees, rock, mountains, helmet, rope, and you're allowed to be creative.
You know, I think the only thing I have is something with trees in it, and that's Scenic Farm.
Okay, so you get to do, I didn't say it's 200 stitches on each, 300 for penalty. So you'd be able to knock off 400 on your Scenic Farm then.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Aeryn?
So I think I might do Once Upon a Fairy Tale because there is a ship on it and the rigging consists of ropes. Beyond that, I don't have a lot that has. Actually, I do.
I just thought of something.
Yes. So I don't know if you can see this very well, but she is wrapped in vines.
Ah, yes.
So
Vines would work. Cool.
I mean, it works for Tarzan.
Exactly.
I could do another 200 stitches on my Amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf, obviously because it's got rocks in it. But I think I like the idea of going more along Laura's idea and doing one of my farmhouse Christmas because of the trees. That you could definitely tie it between those top two. So I might do that just for a bit of a quicker stitch.
I could do Shores of Hawker and Hollow too, because that's got boats on it, and boats have sailing ships have
Yep, ropes,
on them.
rigging, ropes, tall poles. Yeah, lots of different things.
And I think there's rocks on the block I'm working on too.
Oh, well, as usual,
Totally forgot about that one.
there you go. You only have to put the cover photo and explain what it is. You don't have to stitch on the item. But if you want to, why not? All right, the next one is to do with shadows. You have to stitch on a whip that has something that could cast a shadow.
Well, considering I have a lot of humans, we could do that one. I have a DesignWorks kit that's got a lady walking a greyhound. We could do that one. Any of my Mirabilias. I know on Scenic Farm, the clouds actually, they have it charted so you can see the clouds shadows on the ground, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
That is.
Aeryn, what do you got for shadows?
Oh gosh, I would have quite a few. But trying to think about what I could combine with other things. So this is Autumn Moon Cat by Laura Iverson.
Yep, definitely. That'd make a pretty shadow on the ground, that cat. Awesome. Well, I'm still thinking about getting different ones done for my scavenger hunt as well. And so my Lest We Forget is one that I could do for that. And just a shameless plug here, I've actually just rearranged it, redesigned it as a smaller version too. Launched today. So I'm keen to start stitching on a smaller one too, but I've got to finish the big one first. All right.
Big one.
Yeah. Number 5, last task. Back on the ship, Maleficent and Evil Queen need Walt's journal. Stitch on a whip that needs your attention. It could be almost anything.
I have not stitched on my Shannon Christine Bell, which was my birthday start this year, in like forever. And last year's birthday project was finished by this time. So I think I probably need to stitch on that.
Awesome. Yes, that sounds like it needs stitching on. What about you, Aeryn?
So I need 1,000 stitches on this one by the end of the month. So this is week 3. And yeah, I'm still only at 200 stitches on it, so it needs a lot of attention.
Well, you can get another 200 stitches attention for the prompt.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. I honestly don't know which one I'll pick because so many of my whips need attention. Probably my scavenger hunt ones, so I think I'll just see which one I'm working on and want to do another 200 stitches on, or that I can double dip across to one of the other challenges. And that ends Magical Stitches. So over to you, Laura, for Cross Stitches Journal and Daily 30.
Okay, well, so we are doing the poem Hope by Emily Dickinson. It's themed with that this week. I will save you my horrible reading abilities and not read it. But the first task is something that can be tied to December.
Aeryn, you're first.
Yes, well, I don't have a picture of it, but actually I do. A stitching shelf has, well, everything winter on the bottom shelf.
Oh, that's a great piece.
This one's a great one for challenges.
All right, for me, I get it up. This surprisingly is nothing to do with December in my country, but for you guys and where the challenge is set, December is in the middle of winter and you have snow and all those things. I'm going to stitch on my winter to commemorate that December is winter in the Northern Hemisphere.
Yep. I have a scenic farm, probably because it's got snow, and we tend to want snow for Christmas. We don't get a lot of snow in Ohio for Christmas, but that's probably where I'll go
Fair enough.
with mine. Okay, so the next one is to stitch on a piece that has white clothing or a greeting in the design.
Ooh, yes. Sorry, as I root through really loud.
That's all right. Well, we're having a perfect example today of what happens when you are trying to think about it yourself.
Yes.
On the spot, on the fly.
Yes. So this is Stitches by Melanie Delon. And she's a Paris designer, so I can double dip with one of my other challenges. And she's wearing a white dress.
Cool. That works well. My one, I went with the greeting, and I went more specifically. I forgot to press share then, didn't I? Help. I'm looking at it. Can you see it? It looks so wonderful. This one here is called The Reward from the Red Hat Stitchers, but I don't think I can actually zoom in on enough to read what the saying is, but in the middle of it, it has a little saying basically about, you know, when I get old, I'd like to wear red hats or something. So it's like a greeting card that's stitched.
Well, I went with the greeting angle too. I have an ornament that says "Blessings be thine" on it. I need to get that done because I didn't get a lot of Christmas ornaments done this year. All right. Our next prompt is to stitch on the whip that hasn't seen you in person for the longest time.
For the longest time.
Oh, good grief. Actually, that would be, oh no, I can't double dip on that one. One that I just barely started, but a while ago. And so this one.
Oh, cute.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
that is
The Gentle Morning
amazing.
Sakura, another Laura Iverson.
Rouge.
So, yeah, this one definitely needs some love.
So for those who haven't noticed, Aeryn has a few things she likes. She likes full coverage pieces and cats.
I love cats.
Which is awesome.
It works.
And
exactly.
creepy.
Well, you'll like my one then. This one is the one that I haven't worked on for the longest time because it's like one of my oldest whips, and it's a cat eyeglass case.
Too cute.
No, so 1990s. But anyway, I'm about halfway
through. Cute.
Yeah, so it'll be good. So I'm going to work on that because I was thinking it'll be one of my mania pieces because there's a couple of them I haven't touched since mania. So there's my usual yawn for the video. And the but then I went, oh no, I got those old bits out of that box, so I'm going to work on that one.
It works. I have not stitched on Shannon Christine's bell in the longest time, and I really need to. So that's what I'm going to work on.
Why not?
Sounds good.
Exactly. Put stitches into a piece with either flowers or a cemetery. Because that's not morbid.
No, like, well, that's very broad.
Yes, I don't have my cemetery piece available. But actually, I would probably double dip with Once Upon a Fairy Tale since there's lots of flowers in that one.
There is lots of flowers in that one. Those Amy Stewarts really are good for so many prompts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find mine.
Oh.
Have you got yours ready? Well, I find mine, Laura.
Cardinal points, you know, That's my standard flower. That's my standard flower piece because I finished the other flower piece tonight. So
Ah, yes, you did too. That's right. I think you should almost show us that flower piece. You got it
I want
handy?
to see it.
We
I
would-
do have it handy. I
Well, can we
check
see it? Because this is beautiful. And it might give some people an idea, an enabling idea for something with flowers.
out. Yes.
Look at this gorgeousness.
Ah,
Yes. It is
so-
it's Ursula Michael. One who plants a garden, plants happiness.
Beautiful. So
I
much.
completely changed all of the flowers to specialty variegated flosses, but it turned out so lovely.
Oh, that's really good. Well done. Okay. I am actually going to do this Jeanette Douglas, which is called Once Upon a Tree Sampler. And it's got the 4 trees, but each of the trees has flowers in it. So I'm going to be stitching on that one. So there's not a lot of double dipping done between Daily 30 and Magical Stitches this week, because Daily 30 it came out on Friday my time, and Magical Stitches has only come out a few hours ago. So usually when it comes out earlier, I'm able to think, oh, those double dip, and I cannot stitch those Daily 30 ones until after the Magical Stitches starting time. But didn't happen today, so I've been just getting them done.
Yes. Okay, the next one is put stitches into a piece that has 2 objects in the design that rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, that
Aeryn-
one takes some thinking.
Aeryn might need to think. Would you like to see mine while Aaron's thinking?
No,
No, you're good.
I'm gonna go with stitches again because chain and she stitched together, so pain.
Oh, yes, chain and
Ah.
I like that. Chain and pain. That is good. I went fairly simple. This was a freebie from Twin Peak Primitives that came out a few weeks ago. I'm not sure if it's still a freebie, but Joy to the World. And I went with Joy and Toy because it says toys on the window.
There you go. Well, unless inspiration strikes me, it's going to be another cardinal point stitches, because the only thing I can come up with that I have that rhymes is birds and words.
That one.
And I've spent all weekend going, what else do I have that rhymes?
Some people have been finding that hard. I know that someone else we know came up with nose and toes. So, but you can actually see the toes and the nose. I don't know if you could get away with it if they were wearing shoes.
Yeah, see, I have shoes and long dresses. Well, dog toes, I guess, on what you call it, lady with dog.
See,
I don't call it by its right name because she's in a pink and purple dress and she's walking a black greyhound. So it's Laura and Mandy to me.
Fair enough. You might have, if you think simple things like ear and fear. So if you've got a horror one that's got a person, they've got an ear and they're scared, then you can possibly get ear and fear. Again, we have no rights to be the be all and end all to say these things. It is just our opinions, and we're just giving you ideas if you're stuck. And we really appreciate all the people who say thanks so much for filming them, which is why we try and make an effort to do it as often as we can.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
yes.
sometimes some of them it's hard. You're sitting there going, you have this confused look. All right, so we have one more for Daily 30.
Hold on, Aaron's got something.
Sorry, I have another idea.
Yeah.
Hair, and if it's a face that is staring face forward, like with both eyes open, stare.
That's a good one.
Or a pair of glasses, or a pair of shoes.
Hair and a pair, yeah.
Hair and a pair is probably a really easy one. Most people could find that if you've got a person. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you can see the shoes. Like my else, I couldn't do that because you can't see she's wearing shoes, and I don't like Daily 30 are fairly literal.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's got to be states that rhyme too with One Nation. The flag that's got all of the 50 United States on it. There's got to be states that rhyme.
There is. There's Kansas and Arkansas.
Arkansas. Yeah. Arkansas. I'm never going to call.
Someone did something on that Facebook about that this week, so I had to laugh at that.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
All right, what's the next one?
Okay, the last one is, hang on, I dropped my phone and screwed the whole thing up. Okay. The last one is the bonus stitches prompt, and it's to stitch on a piece that you hope to finish before the end of this year.
So my November piece that I want to finish is Autumn Moon Cat. I've got about 5,000 more stitches in it, and yeah, maybe.
Well, it only says you want to. It doesn't say you have to. It's that you are hope.
Yes.
And hope is a really good thing to have, and it's something important in our lives this year in particular. That's one thing that 2020 has taught me. Okay, this way I can double up. I am actually only got one. I think I've only got the quilt and maybe top one to go. Or I'm halfway through the top one. Anyway, I think I've only got 2 to go. I would hope to get them finished. And that will double dip with magic quilt, so that would be good.
I have to go through my whip pile again for this one because I don't know that I have anything that's remotely close to being finished at this point. I really don't think I have anything that I can say I will have finished by the end of the year.
What about a page? Because I'm quite sure a page finish would possibly count too.
I'm not entirely sure a page finish would count, but if if that would count, I would say I could have a page finish on Cardinal Points this year if I keep working on it. And I could have half of Scenic Farm finished by the end of this year. Those are kind of goals for me, but
and realistically, I mean, it's about getting you to stitch. So I think if you were to put it in as cardinal points, you can always do the alternative stitches and do an extra 100 stitches, which is just going to get you closer to finishing anyway. Then you've covered your part. It's last week for Daily 30 giving out tokens and things. So then there's going to be something. Shirley's doing a post at 3 p.m. her time on tomorrow, I think.
I believe it's tomorrow.
Yeah, what day is, I'm losing my day, Tuesday. 3
It's
p.m.
Tuesday for you, it's Monday for me.
Monday, 3 p.m. Monday. Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because I'm always on a different day. 3 p.m. Monday, Shirley's Central Time?
Shirley's Eastern Standard.
Eastern Daylight Time. So if you're interested in finding out, she's going to talk about what we're doing for the Christmas period, the holiday period in her post for the group members. Again, remember, it is a closed group. That's interested in joining. We can't necessarily do anything about that, but if you are and you know someone who's in the group, just let them know, because occasionally we get shout outs to let someone know, and occasionally there's an opening and it gets filled pretty fast. Okay. Yes. Semisane.
Yes.
What are we doing?
Semisane for this week, we've got Stitchagories has a new letter and 5 new categories. So the letter of the week is R.
R.
And the very first category is types of mammals.
Mammals starting with R. Would you call a rodent a mammal?
Yeah, that's a category of mammal.
Okay. A type of mammal starting with R. Right. Oh, I've got that. Easily. You know which piece I'm going for. I'm just trying to get it there. I will be, of course, going to my good old fantastic, this one's going to serve me well for 50 billion years in challenges, the amazing animal kingdom, because I have a rhinoceros. There is also a rabbit. Anything else you can see starting with R? 2 R's, I don't only need one.
Yeah.
So rabbit and rhinoceros for me. Laura?
I've got nothing.
You've got nothing with a rabbit?
I got nothing.
Nope,
I've got
Laura's got,
nothing.
you got nothing. Erin?
So you can do the 500 stitches for if you don't have something that matches the prompt. So it's 250 stitches if you do, 500 if you don't.
But you have to do your 500 on something else that has an R in it.
Yeah.
So there's a
So-
rose thing.
Yeah.
Just rose. That would work.
So for my mammals, I'm going to do quarantine cats because it has mice and rats in it. And so rodents, believe I could also do magical study if I wanted to pull that one out because there
there's
are
rats.
lots of little
Yes.
rodents running around.
That's good that you can use rodents. Awesome. Well, that's got us done for mammals. I'm sure there are other, I don't know. One moment, let's do a quick Google just to give people other ideas. And I mean, this is all we do. Mammals starting with R. And we have got raccoon, rattlesnake, raven.
That's not a mammal.
Well, oh, animals, sorry. No, okay, not the rattlesnake. A ram would be a mammal. Yeah, so lots of different animals. It came up with animals, not mammals. I'm trying to load the page, see what else it comes up with. A raccoon would be.
Mm-hmm.
Reindeer. A red panda. There you go. That's about all.
Okay, great.
Not many.
There's not many.
No.
So, yeah, so category number 2 is I'm thankful for blank, and it has to start with R.
Thankful.
Mm-hmm.
Thankful for.
Starting with R. Do you know, can we use an adjective or has it got to be a noun?
I was wondering.
I mean, I can think, all right, I've got an easy one, which I know would work. Double dipping again. Well, yes, I do want to double dip. Okay. So I would go, I am thankful for having a roof over my head. Okay. And then I could double dip. I am thankful for having a roof over my head or a road to drive on. What are you thankful for, Laura?
I was wondering if I could do I'm thankful for remembering, because scenic farm, I got it because I grew up on a farm. So memories of growing up on a farm, remembering growing up as farm kid.
Don't know. You try.
They say get creative.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Aeryn?
So I've got 2 possibilities. One that I haven't worked on for a while is Iris, Keeper of the Rainbow by Josephine Wall. So rainbows.
Yes.
But if I'm going to be thrifty and double dip, I would do Folk Witch. I am thankful for reading.
Reading, yes.
Yes.
And really any of the Amy Stewart bookshelves.
Yes.
Reading.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. Number 3, words that describe someone, starting with R.
And so we stitch on a piece. I can think of so many, and some of them I don't want to say on here. Words that come to mind are righteous, resourceful, reticent. Can you think of any other words to say while I'm looking for my picture?
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous, that's a good one. I'm looking for it. I just can't find where it is because I have too many whips. That's why I'm doing a year of no starts next year. Here it is.
That's why you're doing no new starts.
All right, but I've got another word that starts with R, which would suit this one even more, and that would be regimented. He also would be resourceful and reliable.
Nice.
Yep.
I would go with ridiculous because greyhounds are ridiculous. And lady with dog she's got a greyhound, so, and greyhounds are ridiculous.
Aeryn?
So I could double dip with Chasing Butterflies, where she's radiant. I don't have a picture on me right now, but Hades and Persephone, you could go with one R word, or romantic, depending on your mood.
Yes, romantic would be good. Close to another R I was thinking of for my soldier, but I'm not saying it. What's next?
What is next is things you buy for kids.
Well, obviously the first thing that comes to mind is a rattle. I don't have anything that I buy for kids. A rattle. I'm stumped.
I'm thinking.
I have to look at my pictures, see what's coming up for me.
That one's a tough one.
An R for a kid. I'm going to Google.
Well, maybe radio. If you have
Yes.
magical study. Any of the rabbits or rodents that you buy for kids as pets.
Race car, toy race cars.
Oh yeah. Ah, okay. Do you reckon I could call my farmhouse Christmas a racing ute? Sorry, a racing truck for you Americans.
You have a red truck, so
red truck.
Red trucks are very red trucks are a really popular toy around here. You know, because they're kind of an icon. I guess that red truck is kind of iconic.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'd have to do another 250 on it, but that's okay for my red ute.
Do you have something with a wagon, a radio flyer wagon?
It has a red wagon in it too. Little red wagon.
Yeah, radio flyer wagons.
What about you? Anything for you, Laura?
I don't think I have anything. Unless, I mean,
do a remote control car, remote control plane, remote control anything, a robot.
Robot would be good. I don't have a robot, but a robot would work.
What about you, Aeryn? You got something?
I think I'm going to double dip on a stitching shelf because it's got a rabbit on it.
That works. All right. And
the very last one is types of birds, starting with R.
I know the types of birds, but I don't know if I have anything that I would be able to do. Give me a minute to look through and find my birds. Because I come up with robin, rooster, and what I come up with the most?
Raven.
So go ahead without me while I'm looking.
Laura?
Well, obviously Raven Queen. I mean, that's a give me. That's a no-brainer.
I think I would double dip. Once Upon a Fairy Tale has a raven in it, right in the middle. So
I mean, I definitely have ravens because I have Blackbird Designs, but I'm just trying to see. There might be a raven, a robin, or a rooster in my Amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf. But I think just to do something different, I need to work on this one too. Lizzie Kate Autumn Smalls has ravens in it, crows. But, is anyone going to pick on me if it's a raven or a crow? I don't know what they are. Cool.
It's hard to distinguish, so it's whatever you want it to be.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And then also with Semisane, we're currently in the letter W and we're heading to X. So W, I would have done Where My Heart Blooms by Blackbird Designs, but I finished that already. I'm gonna show you my album. Let's see if any of these spring to mind for being W's or X's, because everyone can see my whips. Go to the top. I don't know if I have any W's or X's. Definitely not.
X is a hard one.
Oh, I wonder, does it have to be the first letter? Because I could do Old Time Wagons. That should be all right because it's in the title. So I could do Old Time Wagons for W. If I get my butt out, I'm sure I have no X's. X is incredibly hard. I could do Winter Smalls, or Winter, the Winter I showed you before.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to get on to, oh, that's good. I've been working on my Winter anyway, so. And I don't think I have any other, yeah, that's the Winter I've been doing, so I can do that one, which is like it's due in about 3 days. And I don't think I have anything with an X. I could do Lest We Forget. I don't know, no idea for X's. What about you guys?
I have no idea for X's.
Xylophone,
None.
X-ray, X-rated. Aeryn's got something?
Yes.
What
My pink fractal. Oh, it's backwards, but it's by Designs.
so anything by Designs would cope. Awesome. Well, that's it for now. We haven't looked at all the other ones for this week. So, and there is nothing happening for Crystal Academy because I don't know why, there's just nothing happening. We were meant to be doing spell slings, but then they got cancelled. So we're not sure what's going on.
Yeah, spell sling became quite a challenging event. So they're
Yes, we have a lot of competitive stitches out there in differing degrees of competitiveness. And some of us love a challenge and a competition, and others love it a bit too much and take a bit overboard. So, all right. Well, thank you for joining us, ladies. We wish you all the best for your stitching this week. We should be back next weekend with the next weekly video, either here or on Sammy J's channel. So until then, bye.